Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Be great, no mistakes. I am Silky Smooth, and today I want to talk about black people doing business, black people doing business with each other. And I was inspired, I am inspired to do this video because, first of all, I am black. And also, I've been doing this for about 30 years as far as doing business. I am a entrepreneur. I am an opportunist, and so I was brought up back in the day under the umbrella of customer service, and I was taught that customer service was everything. And today I want to talk about black people building a relationship um, with each other because I find that you- today um, we black people open businesses and we don't know half of the customers that come into our business to patronize our business. And I find that customer service a lot of the times, and I'm one to try to go out of my way to support black businesses. And far too often, I find the experience not satisfying. I walk away feeling like, you know, unsure. And so, uh, and when I have tried to support black businesses, um, and after the service has been done, I've found that I can't get in touch with the people, or when I do get in touch with them, the customer service, the attitude is really negative. I find that that we as black people doing business, and not all. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay, I'm not saying all black businesses are the same. I'm talking about as a whole, as a whole basis of it. We black people spend our money with every other race other than each other, and I find that a lot of the times is because we don't trust each other. There is a trust factor amongst us black people as far as doing business together. Now we'll do some illegal business together. We'll do that. We'll do that. But when it comes to doing good legal business, we have a problem with that. And I find a lot of the times it's because we don't stand behind our work. We don't put a guarantee on our work. Okay. And that has over time has built up a trust issue with us black folks. Okay. One thing that I found about white people is that they support each other. They go out of their way to support each other. White people understand that the survival of their race depends on economics. It depends on the money power. They know when you get the money, then you get the power, then you got a voice, then you can make a change. And I feel that we as black businesses don't have not come to that point yet to whereas we understand that it's one thing to get the money, but then it's another thing to utilize that money in a more positive way, to build a relationship with other black businesses, to build the community. Okay. And so, yeah, I want us to be more responsible. Uh, and I want us to stand behind our work with integrity. And Another thing that I wanted to talk about also is this. Far too often when we open a black business, we only gear toward one race, and that's our race. And that's fine. That's cool. That's doing black business. But as a black business owner, and I am a black business owner, I've owned a barber shop, I've owned a lawn service, I've owned a car detail shop, I've owned a tree cutting service, and I also have rental properties, whereas I rent out rooms, okay, just like a hotel, all right. And so, and I find that, you know, customer service um, is is one of the most important things. Is building a relationship with the people that you do business with. Because when you build a relationship with people, man, that you're dealing with, then one thing leads to another. And then it leads to another. And then they go tell somebody, about the service that you gave them. And black people, one thing I know is this: there's so much bad shit going on out here, man. And to black people are happy to go and tell another black person, man, about a good service that they've had with another black business. Okay? They are happy to do that. It's not done very often. Why? Because we don't, black businesses, we want your business, but we don't stand behind our work. We don't give you a guarantee. Okay? And so by me coming up under that umbrella of customer service, and what I mean by customer service is this. Yeah, I understand that doing business, sometimes you run into people, man, that you just can't make happy. You can't satisfy them. But the whole point is this. You have to exhaust every measure. You have to try to do your best to satisfy everybody. Okay. And so, yeah, at some point, once you've done that and you realize that, hey, there's nothing more I can do, because some people you just can't satisfy. That's just part of doing business. But just because somebody's got an attitude, you don't mean that you're supposed to take an attitude. Okay. And I find that a lot of times when I try to do business with black businesses, the owner may not be there. He may have somebody or she may have somebody running it. And it's their attitude that is running off businesses, potential business. It's the people you got up front running your business. Are they qualified to run your business successfully? Because I find a lot of the times when I run into bad experiences, I ask the person, is the owner here? And they said, no, they're not the owner. What about the manager? I am the manager. Oh, you're the manager. Oh, okay. Well, is there any way I can get in touch with the manager? No, I'm not allowed to give out their phone numbers. Okay. Well, what's your name? Shaquika or G Money. Those type of people might be great workers, but they are not great representatives. Okay. And I find that in a lot of black businesses that, the owners of the businesses, they are out trying to venture and do other things or whatever else they got going on, paying bills or getting supplies or whatever, whatever. But I find that a lot of times with black businesses, the people who we have running our operation, our business, are not qualified to run it in a positive light. That don't mean that they're a bad person. That don't mean that you should fire them, but you have to use people at their strengths. And I find that a lot of the times with us as black businesses, we just need the help so doggone bad that we put anybody out front. And that is a killer. That's a killer. That right there, I find, in my experience over the years, that if you don't find somebody who sees your vision, who believe in your idea, in your goal, in your vision, as far as this business is concerned, then they're not going to bring any type of positivity to it. They're going to kill it. Yeah, they might act a certain way in front of you, but when you're not there, what type of personality and character do they present? Okay. So that's why I say what I say as far as customer service. That's why I say the people that you send out to do service calls, make sure that they're friendly. Okay. Make sure that they have a good attitude. Okay. Because they are an extension of your business. And just as well, so as you send them out there, man, and when they go out there, they can kill your business, the potential business. Okay, because y'all know as well, so as I do, bad news travel faster than an airplane, than a bullet. Okay, but I also know that when you do good business with black people amongst each other, when we do good business, black people are happy. They're proud to run and tell somebody, man, that hey, I did business with, with Silky Smooth over there at the, at the car wash, man, and look. He called me and followed up and made sure that I was happy when I left, and so they go and tell their family members. See, one thing I know with doing business is that you don't make money off of the first visit, okay? You make money off of repeat customers. When somebody go and tell somebody else, you sell somebody a car, and if something go wrong with the car, then guess what? No, you can't fix the car brand new, but guess what? At the same time, you made an effort. You're upfront about this. You just being straightforward, honest about the whole operation. Okay, you know, and it's funny I bring up these cars because I'm seeing too many of these cars sitting on the side of the road, And like I said, my thing is sales, man, and customer service, and I've sold cars, I've sold vacuum cleaners, I've sold water to a whale, I've sold ice to an Eskimo, But at the same time, I told that Eskimo that this ice gonna melt now. It's gonna melt. You better hurry up and use it, you know. And so, and in that way, I find that, that doesn't, when you're upfront about doing business and so on and so forth, then that doesn't leave people room to come back and say, well, you sold me something bad, or you told me this, or you told me that. Okay. We have got to start doing good business with each other. That's my whole point. We have got to start being more friendly. Too often I've gone into restaurants, I've gone to car repair places, and people don't even greet you. They don't even smile. They don't even introduce themselves. It's, hey, what can I do for you? What can I do for you? People will see you standing there and won't even ask you, can I help you? You stand there 10, 15 minutes, and everybody's just walking by you. Ain't nobody friendly. Ain't nobody greeting, you know? And that's one thing that I can say about white people. Guess what? They may not like you, but when you walk through that door, you're a potential customer, and they put on the biggest smile they can put on and the friendliest face because they understand customer service. They want you to come back and they want you to go tell somebody else about their business. Okay? So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. And like I said, hey, look, we have come a long way. Black people have come a long way. We've got more things than we ever had before if we look back at time in history. But I find that back in time in history, black people were better as far as living with each other, socializing with each other, doing business with each other. We knew each other. Black people had relationships back in the day. They didn't have much, but what they did have, they didn't mind sharing. And that's what this whole video is about, man. That's why I'm inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement to come on out and share some of my experiences. Because like I say, I've been doing this for 30 years, and so I don't know everything, but in 30 years, I've owned a few businesses. I still do business right to this day, and so and a lot of things I'm just not still figuring out. It don't come overnight. But the one thing is that what I'm going to share with you right now If you're doing business right now, if you got a business right now, or if you're thinking about opening a business, make customer service your umbrella. Make sure that the people you got working for you and representing you see your vision, can see your dream. Because if they can't see your dream and they can't see your vision and want the company to grow, then you're not gonna win. You're gonna end up folding, you know. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in today to Be Great, No Mistakes. And again, I am Silky Smooth, and we're gonna get back at you with something else. So y'all stay tuned.